The pedophiles are a cover up for the dark magic practices, which is a cover up for AI, which is a cover up for when all things are getting worse in every way, all the time, forever. And there's nothing you can do. But since you won't just work a little harder, now everything is about to explode. The world is weeks away from having the fissile material to blow up and then collapse and then blow up, but worse. There is one final cover up. The cover up that all of these are covering. What is the connection that all these wars and atrocities upon mankind have in common? Don't think too hard. Everything here is simple. They are all bad things. And certainly there are all sorts of bad things happening. How is stating the badness a cover up? Well, it covers up not just the good that is already present, but the potential for good. Because so many of these things that keep popping up in our feeds are huge, every day seems to be something bigger, worse than the last, and it's exhausting, numbing. At some point, the reign of terror that descends upon us from all of these bad events, one comes to the conclusion that it is too much. I can't possibly think of a way to combat tech giants and world governments that openly go against the will of their people and the poison. Everything is poison and toxic, and it becomes this umbrella of doom and badness that completely envelops the worldview. There is a war of attrition. You're not stupid. We cannot win this war. The longer we fight it, the harder it will be to reverse the tide. So what? Just give up? We can't win. No, we can't win this war. The cover up is right here. There doesn't have to be a war. Our victory comes from not fighting it anymore. This is not to be complacent to all those things that we wish be changed in our world, for one cannot change that which they are unaware of. It is one thing to be informed about what is going on in the world, but beyond that lays two options: to change it or to feed it. Yes, you can change it. We can all change it. To change it means to decide to do that which you can on any level that you can to no longer support that system that you claim you wish to change. To feed it is to have learned of its existence and to do no different. Nay, to give it a feast is not only to make no change, but allow the knowledge of its existence make you feel small, a victim, angry, saddened, or any other such some feeling you'd not like to harbor within yourself. Do not look too big. Each and every one of us has in our lives the capacity to make some change towards the ends we all dream of. Let us first withdraw our investment in the evil. I see a great and many of us deprived of even the joy that they have in their lives by their investment in the very evil they wish to blot out. The spouse who is wroth with their partner because they are filled with so much worry for the world it spills out into their relationship. The person who intoxicates themselves, knowing the time spent intoxicated depletes the health and capacity for good. The young child whose mind has been exposed to too much of the great challenges we as a globe experience and has not the mental bandwidth with which to maintain a healthy, playful nature and curiosity that fosters the growth of an individual. These are no secrets to us all. They are right before our mind, and on no rare occasion are we aware that these states of mind and habit are not right for ourselves. Yet, we seem faced with a burden too great to bear, and indeed it is too great. Each and every man, no matter the strength, and I swear no matter the strength, has not the fortitude to hold up even his own portion of these great and bountiful burdens of the world and of our own personal lives. No, we must lay them down, for in their absence the great and indomitable human nature does not find oneself barren as fear would warn you it may, but it will leave you free and inspirited to take up the arms that we are all uniquely endowed with. This is when we will find that we have the upper hand in this enfrontment. Imagine, for just a moment, a world exactly like the one you're in, but in just an instance, all the evil has been wiped out, whatever that means to you. Think of the relief, or perhaps the excitement that you would feel. You can run down the street and proclaim that the world is finally as you have dreamed it, and all the neighbors will come and celebrate the banishment of wrongdoings. This is the potential force we have within us this very moment, if we would but grant ourselves the opportunity to shirk the yoke of cataclysm. Now, if you would indulge me once more, Envision more precisely that in this world the evil removed is only the philosophical evil in a great majority of the hearts and minds of citizens across our many beautiful nations. The streets remain cracked and littered, the economy unwisely directed, the ecosystem polluted, marred. Our brothers and sisters lay strewn throughout our communities without food or roof. How quickly could we build a better world if our efforts were directed towards a beautiful end? And yet, even leave those you find intolerable, all those who you feel are the perpetrators of the evil you perceive. For if a majority stood up and refused to support that which they would not prefer, what power would they have? None. Only by our agreeance to their rule, our obeisance to fight in their name. But in laying down our burden and taking up our joy, our love, that should we stand together and decide to all go towards one lovely end or another, and they may remain shouting, no, you mustn't do this or that. The power is with the people, and what we all collectively decide. This is the world we have at our fingertips. We all have some action we can take. We need not wait for someone to enact a policy, to outlaw, to go defunct, for we are all perpetrators of continuing the war. We all can make a change in our hearts and in our homes. The tragedy of the commons is the great devil of our time. We the people enforce our policies. We enact them. We create them. Each day you cast your vote into the world towards what rulers you wish to see perpetuated. What change make I economically? Can you source one item locally? You cast a vote to support decentralized business. What difference can I make in the health of my beloved citizens? Can you stay your hand from one processed food product? You cast your vote for healthier food in your community. Can you keep your own plot without the use of pesticides? A vote is cast for detoxified lands and produce. Can you pick up one piece of garbage you find littered along your path? A vote is cast for cleaner common places. Can you speak a word of kindness to a stranger this day? A vote is cast for camaraderie, for love, for the support of our fellow humans in the battles we all face, internally and externally. For the greatest tragedy is thinking oneself common. We think of the butterfly effect as some long ago thing over a grand period of time, but the butterfly effect is caused from now, each now. We all have so many nows in a day, so many butterflies we put out there. There is great power that we each hold in but a single day. The impact that we have ripples large and reverberates at a great frequency that takes not long to see the precipitations of moments well spent. Think of every word, every thought, every action you take in a single day, in a week. Tens of thousands of butterflies put out into the world every day, some big, some small, but all impactful nonetheless. For a mountain in great labor may birth a mouse, but the mouse may wake a sleeping giant. Forget not that when taking back one's power, one will be faced with the inescapable fact that as they have the power to create a flourish of wonderful butterflies and bees, with each crack of a smile or twirl of a skirt, so too do we create a famished locust. In all of those moments, we choose a less savory choice of words or deeds. A plague may be caused by a swarm of locusts consuming the land, but the pollination of a prosperous land by a swarm of butterflies. The greatest tragedy of commons lies within our own hearts. What darkness may be left to fester there, and one thinks, oh, but it is all right for myself. This is mine own. It is not. Whence comes all the hardship we have in the world today but from our own spirits? All that which we give sanctuary to in our hearts leaks from ourselves in our speech, our habits, a look in the eye. All things within must manifest themselves in some form. To him who shuts himself in and never leaves, proclaiming if he casts himself away from society he cannot cause damage, this is as great a sin as any. Every living thing has some good to offer the world. Yes, every one. Do not think to yourself you are an exception in any way. There is some lovely thing that you keep from the world by withdrawing yourself from it. Even just a singular beautiful instance, for a moment can make all the difference. Not one beat of the heart goes unnoticed. Not one particle of the soul unexpressed. No, we are not common. Each of us is a grand vessel of that which we are choosing to channel more of into our realities. The power of our inherent beingness is an inescapable responsibility. It is every one of our duty to use this power intentionally. Leave no rock unturned within oneself. All things seek growth. As do I. I seek the growth of love within everything I see. I discredit not the sacred darkness that we have explored for so long, but the time of darkness has left. I see within a great multitude across the world the desire for love now. For love now. For joy now. Peace now. Fun now. These are the mycelia of our effort that traverses any artificial barrier. All things seek growth, and our love will lengthen and thicken the joyful bonds of creation we are all entangled in. These are the lines that rewrite notions of nations divided as one people united. There is no war to be waged. The war is already won. The winning strategy discovered and indelibly endowed amongst the people long ago. This is the weapon and the operant power that knows no equal. Let the truth be revealed that no war need be fought, that not anything need be feared. The power that would usher forth from billions of humans operating from lovely and wholesome feelings within their heart would create a light that would blot out any darkness. There would be no refuge for war, for malice, for poverty, for hunger. These would all be inconveniences of the past. That world is here, ready to be unveiled. Lift your portion of the veil so that more of the truth of this beautiful reality is enjoyed by yourself and shown to all. We need you. You can make a difference today, and today, and today. Not one beat goes unnoticed. Not one beat goes unnoticed.